What's going on, everybody? JCSB here, back with episode 49 of our Minecraft Let's Play. And as you can see, I've just been doing a bit of exploring. I'm nowhere near my base, really. I mean, I'm near it. I'm just, not directly at it. So yeah, I've just been roaming around here. What I've been looking for in particular is a dungeon. Just love tackling dungeons and taking the loot from the chests, and it's pretty exciting to me. So I've been kind of rolling around looking for a dungeon here. No luck yet, but hopefully we can just manage not to get lost. That's probably the main goal. Alright, I'm making sure I'm leaving torches along the way as well. That way, if I get lost, I can just follow the torches back. Alright, so I'm not really seeing much over here, to be honest. But I guess we can keep searching around. I'm also looking for a big cave system. Obviously, because those can bring dungeons. So it'd be nice to find one for sure. But it seems all I can find right now are sheep. But that's not a big deal. I made a new set of shears, as you can see. So we're just collecting a whole bunch of wool. And I think it's about to get dark here soon. So we're going to head on back. Anyways, so episode 49 today. And tomorrow's episode 50, you guys will be given the seed for my Let's Play world here. I hope some of you are excited. I know a couple of you are. Some of you probably couldn't care less. But regardless, you guys will get it tomorrow. I will put it in the description of tomorrow's video. And I think I will probably put it in my channel description as well. So you guys will always be able to go check out the seed. Just so you guys know, it is a long seed. I had to use some software to get it, and it's very, very long. Long and confusing. Anyways, just wanted to show you guys what I did with our mushroom farm. So, I rearranged the orientation of the whole thing. So now, it's the same exact design, with the sand blocks holding up the water, except I have it facing, obviously this way now. The mushrooms will be poured down to here. Another cool thing I added is these two redstone torches here. I learned this from Static. When the water's not pouring down, the torches are off. But when you activate it and the water comes down, the torches light up to show you that the thing has been activated. So I think that's pretty cool. Also, tell me what you think of the detailing. I put some fence pillars around the entire thing. I spaced them one block apart, and I just thought it looked extremely boring when it was just cobblestone. So what I did, whoops, didn't mean to put a torch there. What I did was I just, add some fence detailing. I'll show you it a bit better. Let me go take a nap here as the moon rises. Okay, definitely need to start taking a boat over here. Alright, let's jump on down. Also, I did a bit of cleaning up around the base. There used to be dirt here behind this ladder. It's all clean stone now. As well as this tunnel here. The top of the staircase here used to be all dirt. And so, whoever it was bothering, it is now completely clean stone. So, hopefully, that helps you feel a bit better about the whole place. Okay, so where do I store wool? Stored over here. Very nice. Mushrooms, feathers. Okay. So, I haven't crafted any new diamond tools. Still got the same ones. They last a very long time, as most of you know, so there's been no real need to craft any new ones. I really don't think much has changed since last episode. I just fixed up the mushroom farm, really. So, let me go to sleep here. One thing I really like about this whole underwater base, I never get any mob problems. No skeletons or zombies waking me up in the middle of the night. Mainly because all the surrounding area is lit up, and then on the surface, it's water, and no mobs are going to be up on the water because they can't spawn in water. So, it's probably the safest way to have your bed. Alright, next change I made. As you can see, those aren't birch trees up in the tree farm. I have decided to switch to regular oak trees for one reason. Oak trees have a variation of them that can grow smaller than oak or than birch trees can. Now I'm sure most of you have seen the oak tree like I'm about to show you. Very, very small with only one piece of lumber here showing. Birch trees, as far as I know, cannot get that small, that short. So it actually pays off to have oak here because they don't mind growing with limited space. That way, I didn't even grow these with bone meals. These just grew naturally, as you can see. So I think oak's the better way to go if you're going to have an 8-block gap. If you want to use birch, do a 9 or 10-block gap to be safe. Obviously, this one here can grow as high as it wants because there's no roof above it. So I was watching the Mind Fiends episode today, and if you guys haven't already checked him out, please do. Today, his tree farm design, he's finishing it up. It is extremely awesome, you guys. He's putting rows of fencing to up above the roof of the entire thing to cap it off so the trees don't grow too big, and it's really starting to take form, you guys. It's I was pretty much blown away. It looks extremely awesome. So go check that out. Also, I wanted to see if I could add some torches under here. I think it'd be a pretty nice place to add some lighting behind the fence. So I'm just going to skip a gap and put some torches behind here. Even though, oh, I can't put any back there. Even though fence posts aren't very wide, their hitbox, I'm not sure if you can see it, but right there, the line of their hitbox, it blocks a lot of space, so it's kind of hard to put stuff behind them. Alright, so let's finish that up. Also, as you can see, I laid down a layer of wooden planks around the entire thing. That way it looked like it was a pretty stationary device. It was meant to be there. Also, I did a little bit of a point design around the lever and the 2 redstone torches. So altogether, I think the thing looks nice. Tell me what you think. I'm open to new ideas. I'm open to different building styles, and I hear a spider. Where is this annoying spider that keeps hissing at me? Man, I really want to use F3, but I don't know if I should. Sounds like he's down underground, so I won't be able to get to him anyways. Alright, so those were the changes made to the farms. What I want to do before, I don't know if I'm going to have time, I want to make a cactus farm for sure, but I'm not sure how necessary that is because I have a ton of cactus back home, and I also want to make a reed farm. Now today what I wanted to do was kind of take a trip back to our old base. The reason for that is I'm trying to collect some more mob items. I'm running extremely low here. I think I've got maybe like a stack of gunpowder, if that. I've got 2 stacks of arrows, and that's it. I've got tons of flint, but I don't have any feathers. I don't know if I left my feathers at the old base or something, but for some reason I don't have any feathers at all. Also, bones are running low. I don't need much bones, but now that my tree farm relies on it, it wouldn't be bad. See, these are all the mob items I have. 2 stacks of arrows, 2 stacks of bones, bunch of string, and only 30 gunpowder. Well, 29, but I'm going to round it up to 30. So it'd be nice to go back and maybe chill out down there and get some supplies. Alright, so what do we want to bring? I think we've pretty much got everything. Okay, so we'll leave Diamond here. He should be safe. And as you can see now, this entire tunnel is cleaned up here. So I think it looks really nice. Go out the door here. Where did I leave my feathers? Alright, we're going to go back and see if we left our feathers somewhere, because I know a ton of zombies came through that mob grinder, and there's no way all the feathers can just be lost. I don't remember seeing them back in my chest here, but I'll probably go back and they'll be right there in the chest just staring at me. So I'm looking forward to that. Alright, let's get off here. Back at our old base. Brings back memories, you guys. Well, this is my second base. This isn't really my old base, but this is probably my favorite base so far. But I do like the underwater one. Why don't you guys tell me what you think in the comments? Out of my 3 bases so far, which is your favorite? If I had to pick, I'd probably say this one, to be honest. Wow, zombies are loud. Alright, now I should have feathers. Ah, thank you. That way I can make some more arrows if I don't manage to pick any up here. Mob Grinder was never as efficient as I could have made it because, you know, I just didn't really take time lighting up caves or anything like that. But yeah, I like this base a lot. I think it looked very nice. But, you know, it was time to move on. I had done everything here. Take a bite of the birthday cake. Alright, so nothing's going to be coming through the mob grinder just yet. I'm actually going to go check out the farms. Now, as far as I know, now you can correct me if I'm wrong, farms don't continue growing if you're a certain number of blocks away from them. And I'll show you what I mean. Now, I've been away from this mushroom farm for a lot of episodes, and it hasn't spread at all. Back when I used to hang out at this base, it would spread in a couple hours of play. But the cactus farm always worked extremely well. I like this base a lot, you guys. That's why I'm kind of just checking everything out. This was probably my favorite part of the base, the tree farm here. Now, for those of you who are new subscribers and haven't seen all my old episodes, I built this tree farm. It's the first thing I built when I got here. And as you can see, I took a lot of time making the whole area look nice, laid down an entire wooden floor, put a nice wall around it. So, for those of you who haven't been with me for too long, I really like that tree farm. Now, some of you might be asking, why am I going back and looking at all this stuff? Well, I'm going to be giving the map as soon as 1.8 comes out, and I'm going to be starting a new world. So, it's, you know, kind of a couple of my last times just hanging out around here. Also, I wanted to ask you guys one more thing. This brings this idea to my attention. I was wondering, regardless of what I decide, I will be giving you the world at 1.8. I told you guys that that's what I would do, and I'm going to stick to that. But I was wondering this. I could get into my nether portal, now that I know how to do nether traveling, and I could walk off, say, 100 blocks, and that would translate to 800 blocks in the real world. So I would be far enough away to possibly load some new chunks, and maybe I wouldn't have to start a world for 1.8. I'm not positive yet, but if I don't have to start a new world for 1.8, would you mind if I stuck around in this one? I'd still give you the map, and I'd update the world probably every 5 episodes. I'd say that's a pretty fair trade-off. And then every 5 episodes, you'd get the new updated version, but then I'd be able to stay on the same world, because I don't think this world's done yet. It'll obviously be done if, if the update says it has to be, but if it doesn't, I wouldn't want to make it have to be done, because like I said, I really enjoy this world, and you know, I've done a lot on it. Okay, so can't believe I've had to go to bed twice on camera already. So when the sun when I go to bed here real quick, we're going to go out and explore a bit. We're going to try to fill in a bit more of this map real quick. So speaking of the map, let me grab it. Now, nah, forget it. It's over on by the minecart station. Alrighty. Sorry for not remembering to grab it. It seems to happen every time I record. I forget the most important things. For example, last episode I forgot the pistons on the automatic piston mushroom farm. So yeah, that's working out real great. This map kind of looks like a thumbs up. Okay, time to take a little rest here. Should be good enough. And apparently not. Come on. I saw the sun setting. I can't even see it anymore. Let me go to sleep. Come on. Oh, man. This episode's gonna end soon and you're not even gonna let me go to sleep. Alright, you know what? At the end of the episode, we're gonna go fight a couple mobs if we can find them. Because I like fighting the monsters. Alright, so while I wait for some monsters to spawn, today on my, not mine, but the private server that I play on, the one that all my videos have been on, I tried recording a 50 episode special for 50 episodes on my Let's Play. Basically what we did was we did some massive, large-scale explosions, to put it simply. And unfortunately, the server couldn't handle it. It just was not having any of that. So I recorded it, but I had to scrap the footage. It was pretty much just, I got kicked, it was lagging the entire time, and eventually the server just said you can't blow up any more TNT. But this brings me to my next topic. We're going to be deleting that map. I already told you guys that. So for those of you who were hoping to keep your buildings on there, the finalists, it's going to be deleted. So sorry about that, but we need to start a new map. The map has gotten too big. It's going to shut down soon if we don't start a new map. So, you know, that's just kind of the way it goes. Uh-oh, I hear a skeleton. Oh, yeah. Now, I would fight you with a bow, but that's no fun. Instead, let me do it with a diamond axe. Oh, yeah. See, I was going to attack him with a diamond sword, but that's just as cheap as a bow. A diamond axe is pretty cheap as well, but it's not as cheap as a bow or a sword. Okay, so maybe we can get some creepers. Now, well, at least I fought one mob, you guys. This episode has been 16 minutes. It's getting kind of long. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. Feel free to leave me any comments, giving me feedback or suggestions. And other than that, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will see you guys later. Have an awesome day. Bye-bye.